If you want to speak English with the kind of confidence and clarity that makes people listen to you, there's one habit you need to break: thinking before you speak. Now, I know that sounds completely backwards because we're always told, think before you speak. But when it comes to fluency, constantly thinking can be a part of the problem. I'm David Diath, founder of the Fluency Code and the English Speaking Gym. I help people who already understand English become confident, powerful communicators in this language. And there's one rule I want you to start practicing: speak before you think. Just stay with me for a second here. Think about it. Imagine you're learning to ride a bike. When you first get on that bike, you're thinking about everything. You're thinking about, where do I put my feet? Am I balanced? How hard do I need to push the pedal? Where am I steering? You're consciously trying to control every little movement. But once you've ridden a bike a few times, you stop doing that so much. And after a while, you don't do it anymore. You just get on and you ride. You're not consciously thinking about your feet and your balance or exactly how you need to turn the handlebars. It all becomes automatic. And that's what needs to happen with your English. Because right now, if you struggle to speak with fluency, with confidence, with clarity, there's a good chance you're doing something like this. You have an idea. You think about it in your first language. Then you try to translate it into English. Then you think, is that the right word? Is my grammar correct? Does this sound natural? And by the time you've done all of that in your head, the moment has gone. Or you finally speak, but you sound hesitant and unsure and unnatural, even though you actually know the English that you want to say. So, here's the rule, and remember it: speak before you think. Stop waiting until you have perfectly constructed the sentence in your head. Just start speaking. Will you make mistakes? Of course. You might use the wrong word. Your grammar might not be perfect. You might have to restart a sentence halfway through. And you know what? That's okay. Because you are training your brain to communicate without consciously processing every single word first. And every time you do that, you are strengthening that fluency muscle. Speaking starts to become smoother, more natural, more automatic, just like riding a bike. And this is where I see so many people getting stuck. They're waiting to feel fluent before they can speak with confidence. They think, once my English is good enough, then I will speak. But some people spend years, even decades, doing that. Some of them never even get there. And it's not because their English is bad, it's because they've got the order backwards. You don't become fluent and then start speaking. You become fluent by speaking. It's simple, it's true. And if you're serious about developing that ability, not just learning more English, but actually becoming someone who can use it with that confidence, with that clarity, with authority, you're welcome to click the link below this video and take a look at our programs. Because inside the Fluency Code and the English-speaking gym, we don't just teach English. We train communication for the moments that matter most. And there is a big difference.